Welcome to the Tattered Couch Podcast. I'm your host, Mitch, and as always, Michael.
Yo!
And we're back from our little week off we took. And it's probably a good thing, because OBS reset itself, so we had to fucking dick around with that again forever. But it wasn't as bad as the first time, though, so that's good. Yeah. It only took us
you have
what?
No idea how tedious it is. Well, you do, and me do, but other people.
Me do.
Say the same phrase, or at least say a sentence worth of words every minute.
Probably less. Probably every 30 seconds for about 20, 30 minutes it took us this time. Last time it took us 5 hours.
Yeah, it's I have no idea it would be that frustrating and that soul killing.
Yeah, bro.
I cannot do the same thing over and over again, just in general. So that just drove me crazy.
Yeah, yeah, we also forgot how to podcast a little bit there. You couldn't tell at the beginning, but we could. You probably could tell, but we are back. We did 4th of July stuff. I mean, I had to work, so I didn't do 4th of July stuff. So what did you do, Mike? Because I'd still never even asked you.
Went downstate and set off a bunch of fireworks. And it was a few days ago. I kind of just buy a bunch of fireworks and then blow up ones I want whenever I feel like it or whatever. So I have kind of a reserve or whatever. And I needed to let off a bunch of firecrackers, so I did that a few days ago.
Nice. Hell yeah. Drink any beer down there or what?
Nah.
Damn.
I think I drank it yesterday, but I just didn't.
We had yesterday. It was Prime week. So when you work at the post office, it's just oh hey, you ready to get fucking shit on? It's what? Oh no. And we all dread it. And this girl I work with, she's been there for 10 years. And I just looked at her. I was like, I don't think it's ever been this bad. And she was like, I've been here for 10 years and I've never seen it this bad. We had the machine shut down on us twice. And we were estimated to have 7,000 packages. I think we had way more. And today we also had more. So Amazon Sunday, bust, and fucking Monday, which is already the heaviest day of the week, was oh, let's just shit on them a little bit more. And it was, by Sunday's projection, we think it was way more, but like I said, the machine reset twice, so there's no for sure number. And today we had 7,300 packages also. So, it was fucking ass. So both days I had to come into work early. So, yeah.
Imagine how New York's post office is.
Nah, man, I don't want to think about that. I'd like to keep a sane mind and keep it secret. You know, just don't tell me that. I'm trying to transfer out into a smaller office currently, so hopefully I never see that shit ever again after what I just witnessed the past 2 days. So that'd be great. As for games, though, we are back. I have started playing new games. I've gotten back into some old games. Fucking, I didn't do anything for 4th of July shit. I just drank beer. I mean, it's just what I do on my days off anyway. And it was on a Friday, which is my day off. So there you go. Really, the Ranked and Splitgate 2 came out, and it's a fucking blast. The pairing is awful, though, because, I was in, I don't know, I think I was in bronze or silver at the time, running up against platinums. So, that was ass. I'm in golds, and I'm running into nothing but bronze teams. That sucks for them, not for me. I mean, but I'm just saying the matchmaking is kind of a little bit ass sometimes, not all the time, though. Nathan's been getting down with me. We've been fucking shit up, having a good time. Got back into Wukong. Yeah, I got that secret on Chapter 4 done. Finished Chapter 4 and Chapter 5 now. I'm ready to just finish this fucking game. But I still have to do secret shit still to get the final chapter, which is Chapter 6. You don't get it unless you do all the secrets in every chapter that they're in, which is, I think, 1, 2, 4, and 5. I think, maybe. So that's a pain in the dick. Other than that, Blasphemous, cool game that you picked up. We picked up on the Steam sale. Blasphemous,
Yeah.
it's like $3 or some shit. Roughy by the Riverside, been waiting for that game, didn't even know it fucking came out. And I've been waiting for a year for it, and it was on the sale. Dave the Diver, we got that. We got Moonglow Bay, Wildermire, War Tales. I got Peak. That wasn't on the sale, but it's a very fun game to play with people. Let's talk about these games, Mike. Unless you have anything to add that you started playing besides that shit.
I tried to get back into DOA. It's just like so disheartening whenever it's like I used to be able to do was it hardest difficulty, no continues. Now it's hard to beat like the second hardest difficulty, and I have to still unlock the last hardest difficulty, so it's kind of hard to get back into. And then Kenshi, of course, also Slay the Spire, and Helldivers. I got to play a little bit of that. I love this game. I only play bugs because fuck everything else. There's these zombie things that they added. Those things are fucked up. They're like these fucking crazy alien things with staffs, and they're like all kind of like smooth classic robot look, and then they have like spaceships and hordes of zombies come out of them. That fucked me pretty bad. Tabletop Simulator, War Tales, and Timberborn.
Timberborn. Tell us about Timberborn, because you gave me a little brief description, but it sounds pretty funny.
It's like I don't really know how to describe what it would be. What's the tag side? Let's see. But basically just like you build like your little beaver civilization after humanity like killed itself through like pollution and shit. So like you have cycles. You know, like the first cycle is always just water, and then the second cycle is a drought, and all the water runs dry, and you have to. It's like a day or some shit, and then the water comes back, and then they have another cycle called bad tide, where this polluted water will come and it'll kill all your plants and trees and shit like that. Yeah. Eventually get zip lines and robots and shit, but I haven't got that far. I build these giant, like, slum towers, essentially.
Speaking of slum towers, you told me about Blasphemous, and we both grabbed that up. It's a popular 2D fucking Souls-like game with a parry system. Pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, badass.
I've heard about this game for a long time. The second one's actually out. Anybody who knows what this is probably already knows that. But, yeah, very fun. I could move faster. It's my only gripe with it. But I just like going real fast with video games, so that's just me. Another reason why I love Splitgate. Just go fucking fast shit. Blasphemous is just... What the fuck would you even describe the era for this? Like, what, the 1500s? Like, gothic, extreme fucking violence?
Pretty much, yeah.
You have, like, this fucking face cone helmet thing.
Yeah.
And you just slay bosses and, like, parry these fucking gnarly-ass things in a Metroidvania-like fucking fashion. But it is weird that you fucking don't level up, and you just kind of, like... I mean, you get level ups, quote-unquote, but it's not like a system like a Souls game. It's like, oh, you can pay this many souls to increase the power of your sword, and this will unlock this ability, and I don't know. It's different. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't. There's a thing that I have no idea what the fuck it's for. You like spin your blade around and then like drag it across your chest or your body, and it hurts you, and you lose like some of your currency. I don't know what that's for.
Wonder if it like makes your sword stronger or some shit like that.
I don't know. It might have to do with the guilt thing, because I think whenever you went to that statue, you could pay to get your guilt removed.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe you could just do it on the fly if you don't know where a statue is or some shit.
Maybe.
Yeah. I bought Dave the Diver. I didn't fucking play it yet. I also got the Ichiban crossover DLC thing. Mike, explain a little bit of that, because we are also going to be doing like all these games for the show coming up very soon. We just have Dragon Ball and Pokemon episode first, and then we're going to be doing this shit. So yeah, explain a little bit about Dave the Diver.
For the 1000th time, I'm sure the fans will appreciate it.
Oh yeah, you have explained it before, but you gave very brief descriptions before, like very brief.
Well, it's a weird game. Like, there's a lot of like mini shit to it. Like, you have a farm, and you can grow rice and different shit there to add to your sushi, and you have fish farms and collect roe and throw them in there, and you harvest roe from the fish and then make more fish, or sell your fish off, or put them in your kitchen.
I didn't even know you had the farm thing. I just thought it was just straight fishing.
Yeah. There's this mini game. There's this guy that makes your tech, and he's a like complete weeb. And there's like rhythm games that you do through him.
Like, just that's all it is.
You know those fucking was it the specials from Like a Dragon, where I forget who would do it. It's probably the chicks. I don't know if the dudes did it, but they would have those dudes that come out with the fucking glow sticks.
Oh yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a mini game of that. You got like these two glow sticks in your hands, and you like shake them side to side and shit.
Right. Okay. So you're just fucking around doing dances with like in the weirdness.
One of his one of his missions is he ordered a anime figurine, and the ship that was delivering it crashed, so you have to go to the bottom of the ocean, get a blowtorch, and cut it open and get it.
All right. Well, I guess we'll talk more about specifically Dave the Diver whenever we do that episode, so I can actually get a grasp on that. Let's cut to Wildermyth. We actually both played that game and grabbed it up on the sale. Wildermyth is like a tactical JRPG, like D&D fucking storybook game. It's a lot to process, but it's all that in the form of a storybook, and there are like a billion fucking choices to make at the most random like pretty much every time you go to a different land, there's something that happens. And then you make a choice of something happening, and it affects your characters in like insane ways. Like specifically, like I completed the first campaign like just in one sitting, and it was like 5 or 6 hours because it's just so fucking addicting. Like, specifically, like when I talk about change, it's like I chose a character to be a romantic at the very beginning of the game. You get 3 characters, and I picked a romantic choice with this other character. This is all at the beginning. But the one other dude that I picked to be romantically involved with, apparently, he died in chapter 1. So, all the way after I beat chapter 2, because there's these sequences in between chapters where it's like 10 years apiece and says what you're like, all the characters were doing. You can also recruit them mid-game too. But all the way after I beat chapter 2 during this 10 years apiece, like, it gets real in depth. Like, the character went and visited his grave like way far after. Like technically, I guess this would be like 20 years later, and like I don't know. That's really in depth to me, and it's pretty fucking cool. There's also like also I had a character that he was my mage, and he came across an evil dagger, and we were at this forge thing where we could throw the dagger into the fire, and I was like, no, I'm gonna keep it, and I hit no. So during the 10 years of peace, he disappeared. It said he went off somewhere in a distant land or some shit. And when he came back, he was a skeleton. He no longer needed a fucking staff. He just had this like evil ass dagger, and he just had a fucking like just super powerful spells and shit. You also level them up. You also level up like their gear. I don't know. It's just like playing D&D. It's pretty badass. I liked it a lot. What was your experience?
The mages were weird.
Yeah, the magic isn't like I shoot a fireball. It's I connect with something on the environment, which there's always just tons of shit in the environment, like a rock. And the rock you can like scatter blast, where it just sends a whole bunch of rocks everywhere and hurts shit real badly, and like an AoE effect kind of deal. But it's really nice to just be able to kick back away from everything and not get hurt by doing that. And plus, like, the distance in which you connect is, like, insane. So you can pretty much protect yourself at all times, unless you're fucking dumb. But, like...
The environment is weird. Like, I, like, blocked a doorway, and for some reason, this wall was, like, incomplete. And, this thing just walked all the way around the wall and went right to my archer and killed him.
Yeah, so there's like... Once you play the game more, you'll be able to realize it, like, better. But a lot of times, there are, like, around ways, like, around obstacles that are kind of shown, not off-screen, but, like, you'll see, like, a line down the middle. Again, it's, like, supposed to be, like, a pop-up storybook kind of looking deal. Like, sometimes it's harder to distinguish whether you can get around that or not. So, yeah, it's weird like that. But yeah, archers are definitely, like, they can get super powerful and useful, but they are extremely squishy. So, yeah, kind of sucks on that note, but, you know. But I think it's cool you can block the doorway with, like, a warrior that knows Guardian, and, like, anything that comes near them, they'll instantly attack them, like, off turn. So, you can always get an extra hit in like that.
That's always one of my favorite moves in those types of games. Like, XCOM had the Overwatch thing that I use, like, all the time. Probably, like, way too much.
Every time I used it when we played XCOM, it just missed. It's fine. Then I got killed, like, 2 shots.
Like, a lot of times, I'll use Overwatch because it'll be like, oh, you got, like, 23% chance to hit. And it's like, okay, well, there's a chance they can move slightly closer when they move, so I'm going to put them in
Overwatch. Tell me about War Tales. You started playing this game a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. War Tales is like, it has like a beginning like, Mountain Blade has, where it gives you like this quick survey, and to fill out like the beginning of your life, and then it gives you like starting skills that you work off of. Wartale, you kind of always have like the first 4, I think it's like 4 classes or some shit. It's like archer, dude with a pitchfork, what else? I forget what the other 2 are, cause I like the fucking dude with 2-handed swords and shit. But, it's like, you kind of wander around on this overworld, and you find, like, quests to do, and you can hunt animals. There's this day-night system. You have your people get tired, and you'll have to camp, and whenever you camp, you consume food, and every once in a while, you will have to pay your people. And as they level up, they get different, like, positions in your group. Like, you can be a lieutenant, and shit like that, and they give you like more. I think they give you bonuses while in combat, and then if they get taken down, you get like debuffs or some shit.
Now, whenever do you have to hunt for food to use during like the resting, like the camp, or is it just like an automatic thing?
You have to hunt for food, and you can buy food. You can get different recipes and shit. There's jobs that your characters can take on, which is like the only benefit to having a large army is that you can have all the jobs filled. And the jobs are like tinkerer, you can make materials to repair your armor. Herbologist, you can make potions to heal your people. Because like if you take damage during battle, you're not healed after battle automatically. You're healed to like halfway, or like I think it all depends on how much you damage, but like it's at least halfway or more. And then there's an angler where you can fish. There's a miner, and you collect food from all that stuff. And your cooker can like level up and learn different recipes. And you can have a lutist, and you can play at bars and gain extra money, and be a blacksmith and make your shit. All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking sweet. Do you have to do like a mini game for the smithing?
Yeah, it's like there'll be, I think it's 4 little plates things sitting on an anvil, glow red, and you have to hit them, and the better you do that, the better your armor is.
Nice. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it was one of the Mana games. I think it was Trials of Mana. No, it wasn't a Mana game. It was a Dragon Quest game on Dragon Quest 11. You fucking, when you did like the Handy Dandy Forge or whatever the fuck it was called, you had to figure out what hits to do on certain sections of everything and get them perfect to have like, you know, it'll add like +1, +2, plus whatever the fuck, or make it perfect or make it shitty. Like, yeah, that was a fun little system. Played a game called Peak. Again, wasn't on the Steam Summer Sale. That is what we're talking about today. It is over. The Steam Summer Sale of 2025 is over. But this game, $8 no matter what. Peak is a fun little, like, group game you just do with friends. All you do, you're supposed to, you guys crash land, your goofy-ass characters fucking crash land on a beach. And it's always, like, giant mountains and shit. And the map rotates out every 24 hours. You and your friends, or you just solo, find luggage and like backpacks and shit, and you use them to climb the peaks. You can find like hook shots and like energy bars to give you an extra stamina bar. And the key is to just reach the top. And I think there's 6 biomes. We've only made it, well, I've only made it to the 4th one with Jacob, friend of the show, who did the Doom episode with us. We went through the normal one, then the next one seemed normal as well. Then it got to an ice level where you have to like hide in crevices or keep a lantern to keep you warm. The issue was that Jacob fell and all the way down and died, and I had to revive him at an effigy, which is at the top of every peak. But the thing is, he had his backpack with a lantern in it, and we didn't have that. So he had to duck all the blizzards every fucking time down in the crevices so he wouldn't die. And the 4th one was just like a fire lava place that I had clearly never been to. He had also never been to it, and he had no idea what to do, and we burned it up. So, but it's a really fun game. You can like help each other up and shit. There's like explosive, poisonous shit. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
You guys like glitched out or whatever when I was watching.
Glitched out?
Yeah, I remember you were holding him and you couldn't let go. Even after you let go, he was still like stuck to you.
Oh no, that's because I picked up his fucking body and it glitched. Yeah. He died in the fireplace and I picked him up and I didn't know what the fuck to do. And I couldn't figure out what fucking button to drop him, so yeah, we just quit. Yeah. But I've tried going for it anyway and died. So I was like, fuck it. But yeah, you like pull each other up whenever you're climbing, running out of stamina. If you just hold your hand out, you just they just suck right to you. It's pretty cool. There's like these explosive, like poisonous bulbs and plants and shit. And if you hit them, you could like blow off the fucking mountain. Or like get poisoned to death. Shit like that. You can get like cursed, eat poisonous food on accident. Like, there's a whole bunch of crazy ass shit in that game. It's fun though. And what I hear is like there's a version where there's like this monster thing that like kind of watches for you or seeks you out or some shit. So I kind of want to try that mode out. Sounds pretty terrifying, truthfully. Because we used to play Repo, and that shit was hilarious. Whenever you have monsters involved and shit like that. We both played Moonglow Bay. Moonglow Bay. What is it?
I didn't play too much of it.
I played a decent little bit of it. It's like this weird 3D fucking, how'd you say it before? I compare it to Minecraft because it's all block. Like blocky block shit. But, like, what would you call it?
It has this weird thing. Like, your arms kind of look like Lego people arms, like where they taper at the top, so it's not really like Minecraft-ish. And it has like bumpy pixel things on them, where like...
Yeah, very different
like
art style.
Letters look and shit. Like, I'm like super turned off by the art style. Especially how everybody's like wearing Christmas sweaters and shit like that.
Well, you're in Canada. I found that out. Yeah.
Nobody wears motherfucking Christmas sweaters.
Yeah, you're in Canada. Like they bring it up in the text. Like whenever you're talking to people, they'll talk about that shit. Yeah. It took me a while to catch on to that. I was like, I remember seeing it the first time. I was like, nah, no way. And then I kept on going, and I was like, oh, I guess we are from fucking Canada. That's fucking weird. But alright. Yeah, you just fish. You fish, you're in a dying town, basically. Like, there's no, like, real business there. It's a very cozy game to just kick back and relax and play. You get a boat, go out to sea. There's this monster, quote unquote, that is the reason for the tourism leaving. Because nobody wants to go out on the water and fish because they're all afraid of it. Not gonna spoil that until we actually do the episode on it. Yeah, it's pretty fun. You get a net, a bunch of different lures, different baits. You have to cook the food. Your whole entire thing is, as the story is, you and your wife were like, hey, this is our lifelong dream, we're gonna do this. And then your wife died out at sea, like right at the beginning. And like cuts 3 years later, and you're like, I'm gonna make street food, and you sell them out of a vending machine in front of your house. So you go out and catch fish, do that, and like the aquarium like wants you to bring species of fish to them. So always count on catching at least one to give to them to like fill it out, and it'll increase prices on your food, so you'll make more money because of the tourism aspect, I guess. Like it's a whole thing. There's like a tech dude that sells you sonar and like cameras and film to do all this other shit. You're basically just doing like side quests and fishing and following like a story. You don't even have to follow the story if you don't want to, but like definitely should because it unlocks a lot more shit to do. So yeah, it's just a cozy kickback game.
The difference between it and Minecraft would be like Minecraft is just like squares with texture on them, and this game is like literally made out of 3D pixels.
Yeah, that's a fair way to look at it. I do think it's cool though that they at least went the extra mile to make every fish and everything look different. Like what you catch actually looks like it's supposed to be that fish and be different. I don't know. The art style might not be for everybody. I like it. I don't really care. It's fun to me either way because of what I'm doing. I just think it's kind of a neat, different art style that I've never seen before. So I was intrigued by that.
I just don't know why there's not like, you'd think, like, you make simplistic art styles to, like, facilitate some kind of, like, customization as well. So, like, it's weird to have this style of game where, like in Dave the Diver, it's okay that you're Dave because it's Dave the Diver, but, like, you should be able to, like, make your own character, or at least dress yourself or something. I don't want to be a fucking old dude with a fucking pink Christmas sweater on.
It's salmon colored, sir.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. You only get like 3 character choices too.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it? You're like,
It's like 3 old people and then like a teenager or something.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Yeah, it's a fun little game. I did want to get Dredge also, but I ended up getting this game instead. It was $5 on Steam, so I was like, yeah, why not?
Wish I would have.
I mean, I'm still gonna grab that game. I'm gonna grab that game no matter what at some point, because the Lovecraftian fucking thing with it is like calling for me. I had it in my cart so many times, but I was like, man, I already spent like, I have all these games I haven't finished that I paid full price for, and then I have all these fucking Steam games that I already spent $60, $70 on the Steam sale, and I'm like, oh, but what's just $30 more for like all of it? I get all the DLC and Dredge. It's like, nah, don't do it. Nah, don't do it. I don't know why. Normally I would just click OK, but for some reason I chose not to.
There's this horror game that I think of whenever I think of Dredge. I think I like learned about them at the same time. You're like in a submarine and you have like 2 windows or some shit. Like there is a giant monster somewhere in the ocean that's after you.
Is that Subnautica?
No, Subnautica's like kind of like Satisfactory, but more about like fishing and shit.
Oh, okay. I've never played it. I've heard it's like wildly popular, kinda? Or at least when it came out it was?
Yeah. And then made a like Frozen World or something like that DLC that was also really popular.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that one. I would like to touch on, I don't know if you grabbed anything else, but I would like to talk about Ruffian the Riverside real quick. Yeah. So this game is done in like a Paper Mario-esque, like N64 kind of style going on with it. You are this little bear named Ruffy, and you have like this face cloak, like it goes on your face like a ski mask, and then it's fucking like cape too. But you have these special powers where you can, like, say there's vines in the background. I can point and take the power of the vines, and there's a waterfall. I can throw the vines on the waterfall, making the waterfall vines, and then I can climb up the vines and get up there. So it's like a action 3D platformer. And the game is just basically all bunch of really fun puzzles to do the shit like that. And this dude, this like evil force, is after these life gems or some shit. I forget what they're actually called. And you gotta you just gotta go fucking find the letters Riverside. I don't know why. It looks like a Hollywood sign, and he comes through and crushes it. And you go to this temple, and this bird high priest thing is like, let's see what the letters say. And he spins the wheel of fate or some shit, and it's like, it looks like Jeopardy in the background. It just says Riverside. It's like, find the letters. So I did like the first part of that, and I did like the first dungeon, and I got the R's. So I guess I just have to spell out Riverside. But it's a really fun, awesome, fucking satisfying game. And you run really fast all the time. And you can even run faster with stamina bar. But it's really, really fucking fun. Very cool concept. Basically a copy and paste concept. So, I mean, you watched me play it, Mike. I don't know how you felt about what you saw. So, but
I don't know. The graphics are kind of weird. It looks like I don't know. It looks kind of like Paper Mario, but more like called. Like, remember how, like, old Photoshop pictures would look, where you would, like, know that something is obviously placed on top of something else? That's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah, it's like it's basically Paper Mario fucking world with fucking, like, when you were a kid, you cut apart a fucking book and you fucking put the glue stick on the back and you slap it on the fucking page, and that's what it looks like. But it's like really colorful and vibrant, and you can race on hay bales and shit like that.
Yeah, it's more colorful than Paper Mario.
Yeah. It was only $17 on the sale, I think, but I think it's only $20-$25 now. Definitely go out and give it a shot. Or, I mean, you can just tell what it is just by watching a video, but definitely encourage buying this game because this shit is fucking super fun. I don't know why I love it so much, but yeah, just a bunch of puzzles, some action. It's a fun game. It's a really fun game. Very charming. There you go. That's probably why I love it, because I do like the charm of it.
So we got, what, two? Two of those games have permadeath with, like, fully customizable characters. And, like, from XCOM, and, what's the other one? With Mark.
Oh, Fire Emblem?
Fire Emblem. Yeah. It's so devastating. It's so fucking sad. Like, for some reason, Wartail, it's not, like, as devastating, because, like, you find characters that are around your level. Like, when you recruit people, they're not, like, super handicapped and weak. And, the amount of people in the groups that you fight is dependent on how big your group is. And then, you can bury them, like, on random parts of the overmap, and you write in their grave. You can just write, like, all kinds of random shit.
Yeah, Wildermyth and Wartails both have the permadeath. And then actually Wildermyth has that grave thing too, but you can choose whether or not to make this grave, but you'll get legacy points for it. So, like, so like the way that, does yours have legacy points or anything, like, to go, like, bring your characters back into a different, campaign or anything?
Nah, in Wartail, if somebody falls, what happens is they'll have a death state, and they'll be in that death state until somebody attacks them, and that will kill them, or it's their turn. And when you're in the death state, you can move. Like, usually you have to disengage targets, but you don't in this one. And when you're in death state, or if somebody else is engaged them, you can just wander over. If there's this, like, cloth thing that your characters just have. Some of them do. And, you can use that to remove the death state. If you don't remove the death state by the end of their turn, then they die.
Oh, it's by the end of their turn, not the match.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal. Yeah. How'd you like in Wildermyth, the longer you take to do, like, the whole ass, like, chapter or whatever, that fucking meter at the top literally stacks cards against you.
Oh, you have no idea how intense mine is, bro.
Dude, my whole thing was fucking filled up my last chapter I played. Like, it was like 5v 15 to 20. It's fucking terrible, dude.
So I didn't know what all legacy points are. Seems they're pretty limited. Like, it's like, recruit somebody, and then, like, what's the other, deny, like, the cards that it adds or whatever.
Yeah, you can also use them, like, say you don't have enough materials to get a new weapon or armor or whatever. You can actually spend legacy points to get it if you want it. It is expensive, though. Like, I bought a bow that cost me like 19 points. It's crazy. But, and I'm sure I would have been fine without it, but it was a low-level character, and I'm in Chapter 3 out of 5, so I kind of, like, had to do what was necessary, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, I just love the battle system in that, so I am looking forward to War Tales. I don't know when I'm going to actually get to it, because,
War Tales is, like, super huge. Like, I beat like 1 or 2 regions, and there's several regions, and there's 2 different ways to play. There's the set mode where everything just is as strong as the game decided it is. So like, the starting region's the weakest, and as you get further away from that, they get stronger. And then there's just where the entire thing just scales to whatever you are.
Is there a way to take over the region, like, just by conquering?
You're essentially a mercenary group, and you solve all of major problems in an area. Get a work visa to go work in other regions.
Nice. Yeah, this is, we got our work cut out for us with all these little indie games, so that'll be fun. Was there anything else on the sale that you wanted to get but just like didn't?
Stretch. I didn't really look too much into the sale because it's like, oh, here's like 5-6 games. It's like, okay, that's enough.
Right. That's where I was at with Dredge too, and I was like, man, the biggest one for me was the entire Kingdom Hearts collection, because like, I love getting trophies, and back on the PS2, clearly they did not have trophies. I was like, well, Steam does, and what is normally $101 and some change, I can buy for $59.99, and I was like, Mitchell, you never go back and fucking just beat games you've already, especially ones you've 100%ed. Don't buy this. And I just didn't buy it. And then when the Steam sale was over, I was like, oh, I wish I would have bought it.
Which one did you 100%?
One. And you have no idea how long that fucking took, dude. It's just grinding and grinding. Like, to make the Ultima weapon, which is like the ultimate Keyblade, you have to go to these specific areas that only spawn these one things in a certain percentage chance, and then you have to kill them the right way, and then they drop these things called like fire arts and blizzard arts or whatever the fuck. Well, they only have a very small chance to drop those things. So you gotta hope that specific one that drops that specific thing drops that fucking thing. And you gotta hope that it doesn't take you forever to find them. Because it's like running from screen to screen, coming back, running screen to screen, coming back, running screen to screen, coming back. And then you just keep rinse, repeat until you get the right ones. And it's such a fucking pain in the ass, dude. Like, it took so fucking long to do that. I don't even remember the time I had on that. Oh, and I also leveled everybody to 100. And got every single item you could possibly get in the game. Like, every piece of equipment. Which is also, there's a shield and a staff, I think, that only have a very small percentage of dropping from this one specific enemy. And it's ass, bro. It sucks. Yeah, like,
I tried to do 100% Final Fantasy 8, and does this neat thing where it gets to 99 hours, and then it turns red, and starts over.
9 hours?
That was like 99.
What do you mean?
I played Final Fantasy 8 on my 100% run through for like 120 some hours or some shit.
For fucking what? Just a 100%?
Get 100%.
Jesus. Yeah, that's another thing. In Kingdom Hearts 1, you have to beat Sephiroth. It's not fun at all. Like, not fun. It took me so long as a kid to do that. He has like 9 health bars, so that's terrible. And he has a move that he can fucking turn you down to 1 HP instantly. and he moves like lightning. So that's awful. And he also does that shit and Kingdom Hearts 2, he's even crazier. So that's not fun. But I did beat him.
Isn't that how he is 7?
Like what, the remake?
No, the original.
I mean, it's just turn-based in 7. What do you mean?
The boss fight?
Yeah, but what specific part are you talking about?
Like how he fights in Kingdom Hearts. Isn't that how he fights in 7?
No, because it's turn-based in 7.
Yeah, but he has like the same moves and do the same thing.
Oh, I don't remember. It's been like so long. It's been like, what? I mean, you were there whenever I beat 7. Weren't you?
I remember people saying, no, I don't think so. But I remember people saying that like Sephiroth's fight takes like 20 minutes to an hour or some shit. He has meteor. If you're high level, he like insta kills you and shit.
Oh, that I don't know about. I don't really grind in Final Fantasy games that often, so whenever it came to 7, I just found it does take like fucking 20 minutes though. Whenever you're not like super well equipped, because I used, I think, Cloud, Tifa, and Vincent, because Vincent turns into a fucking like monster and does a shitload of fucking damage, so I needed him. And Tifa just had like really good high materia. Really good high materia and really good stats, so I just used her and of course Cloud. So
nice.
But yeah, no, the Sephiroth fight is ass. It takes fucking forever. I'm speaking on normal gaming level, not being a pro. I'm talking like I was like 13, bro, or 12, whenever I did that shit. That sucked. And I watched somebody do like one of the DLC fucking Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind bosses the other day, not getting touched, and they just whooped this dude's ass. And even like whipping this dude's ass to oblivion, it still was like a 10-minute video of just craziness. It's awesome. Those fucking Kingdom Hearts super bosses are nothing to fuck with. Not fun.
I watched this dude do Final Fantasy challenge runs, and I think he beat 7 with just Tifa.
That sounds terrible. How long did it take them, you know?
Oh, no. They're edited videos. They're not direct playthroughs.
Gotcha. I think that is the only thing I kind of regretted not getting besides Dredge. But, I mean, like I said, I probably... The reason I want to replay those games, 1 and 2 specifically, is because when they made the remix versions, they added a bunch of new bosses and new shit in them, and that's why I kind of wanted to go back, but I was like, man, it's still going to be, like, the same thing, kind of, you know? And Kingdom Hearts 1 is, like, very bare bones compared to 2. So, I don't know if I'd really enjoy that very much, going back, you know?
Thing is, like, if, like with, Final Fantasy 4, if they keep, like, the core shit the same in the remake, then I'd usually want to buy it, and if it's, like, how 4 is, where they added, like, a bunch of other shit to it, I want, like, the most shit-having version of the game.
That's very fair, yeah. Yeah, like, everybody kind of... The best Kingdom Hearts game that pretty much everybody agree on is 2. I would have to replay it again because whenever I was younger, I mean, it is fucking awesome, don't get me wrong. I just played so much of the first one, I just, by default, just like that game more. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, you do these quote-unquote transformations into, like, a Valor form where your clothes turn red and you're, like, super fast and brutal, or you could do, like, the Wisdom form where you're pretty much using magic. Then there's the Master form where you're gold and you have 2 Keyblades. And then there's, like, I don't know what it is. It's the Platinum. You turn Platinum, all your shit turns Platinum, and your Keyblades float around you, spinning in circles, and you, like, just throw your hand out and they just whip out and, like, fuck shit up. I could have them backwards between the gold and the Platinum one. But the thing with that system, so I used it so much, I didn't know this. the more you use those forms, your chances of turning into a Heartless form, which you just turn into a little black Heartless, and I mean, you can still attack rapidly. It's like, I just don't think it does a shit ton of damage or anything. So you can do what I did, where you're at the end of the game and you're in a boss rush against some very annoying, hard-ass bosses. And every time I went to transform, I turned into fucking Heartless. So your chances go down, and it just fucks you, dude. It just fucks you so hard whenever you're at that point. Because I was at, like, my worst boss in that game. And it's this dude that just zips all over the place and shoots, like, all these lights at you, and it's the biggest fucking pain in the ass. It's like a cheap fucking... It's like how a cheap Souls boss would be, or some shit. But just super fast. And when you're, like, this little black Heartless, you kind of get fucked up pretty easy. So... yeah, that's, like, the whole thing I will never forget. Just like, oh, you're about to play Kingdom Hearts 2? Don't use those forms that often. Just don't. It's like the best advice I could give you. Because you will get fucked. Yeah. I think it's pretty cool that they put that in there so you can't just rely on your forms all the time.
Yeah.
But
limiting factor.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It would probably make it more evident, more...
more what?
Like, have the chance of you doing that, or turning into Heartless, be more, like give it like a 1 in 3 chance, like every time or some shit, instead of like, oh, it barely happens, but then at the end, if you use it too much, then you're like, really fucked.
Yeah, it just gradually. I mean, you have that entire collection I bought for you a while back, so if you ever feel like playing some game that you didn't think was going to be hard, and then you find out, you should definitely check it out, man. It's fun. I mean, one day, I will probably buy that collection just to do them for the show together, but, like, that won't be for a while. I mean, we got Yakuza Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth coming up, too, so, like, we got shit to do. We got some big games to play, so I'd like to definitely throw some indie in there. That's like the whole main reason we did anime, is because we couldn't fucking finish RPGs fast enough, especially on a weekly schedule. So, but yeah, I think that's all I have for this episode. How about you?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys next time with Dragon Ball, then Pokemon, and then we're gonna get into all this shit we just talked about. Yakuza Like a Dragon at some point. Infinite Wealth, that is. Alright. Catch you guys later.
Adios, muchachos.